I know you guys couldn't see me, but when the jokes are happening in that anime, I had the biggest grin-eating shit.
It's shit eating. Wait, I don't even know.
Grin eating shit?
Hello and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Weeb Power Hour, where everything is made up and the waifus don't matter. I am your host, Lance, and with me today are my entourage of otaku roadies. Allow me to introduce Light Operator Kai.
Hello there.
We got our sound specialist on deck, Matt.
Hello there.
And finally, Roadhead enthusiast, Peter.
My name is Peter Min. Behold my power. Explosion!
If you guys are wondering why I'm hosting tonight, Peter's been working very hard on editing the anime videos for our podcast, which you can find over on YouTube under the Weeb Power Hour. So I figured I'd take hosting duty off him for one night before we send him back to the dungeon. Isn't that right, Peter?
I'm bleeding all over.
Yeah, okay, all right. So, I want to note too, quick correction for the Spotify playlist of the podcast. There's a delay when we upload the episodes on Podbean. So for Spotify, episodes actually show up on Fridays. The podcast will come out everywhere else on Wednesdays, but for Spotify specifically, it comes out on Fridays, I believe. Sorry for the mix-up. Yep. All right, so let's jump right into the news for today. Sorry. We'll jump right into the news for today. So the original Doraemon voice actor Tomita Kosei has passed away, unfortunately. This marks the end of Kosei's over 50-year-long career. He was the first voice actor Doraemon. Eventually, another actor took over for him. But he was considered like one of the big pioneers of voice acting in the anime industry that kind of shaped it into what it is today. What do you guys think about that? I guess like for someone like Kosei, who's such a establisher in the voice acting world, like that's kind of a big deal for like one of the OGs to we're at the point where the OG has moved on and passed away.
I thought Kai would have something to say.
I thought you had something to say too, but I can't see your mouth because there's the thing. See, I love Doraemon, right? I grew up with that stuff. But because they changed his voice actor, and it's been a while since they changed it, I can't remember what the original voice is.
Well, this is he was definitely like an actor before our time. He played when he played Doraemon, it was like 1970, I believe, 1970s. So, by now, so much other actors have taken over that role. But I guess something put into perspective is like, I guess for us, a big voice actor that like shaped this character, that was like the first person to touch this character would be like Charles Martinet. He's the voice of Mario to this day. Actually, he's still the voice of Mario. So, like, just imagine someday if an actor of his recognition were to pass away.
I mean, I think in Japan, like he's like first generation. Like the generations after him, they look up to this guy. Like for his leadership, just his poise as like a voice actor, any like tips or tricks or anything like that. I mean, like he was an Astro Boy.
Yeah,
that's like one of the first ones.
Yeah,
one
of them that like shaped what the anime industry eventually has become now.
Because we know like how important voice actors are, right? In terms of like how successful an anime could be. So it's pretty big.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so next on the news, anyone check out that new My Hero Academia promo for season 5? It is the actual season will premiere spring 2021. So we got the new promo video and new visual reveals that just came out.
I was looking so forward to this new season because I don't know if you guys like watched the video or anything like that, but we're getting a little more taste of Class 1B.
I know. I saw the video, right?
See that in animated form.
It's like not the same characters for once.
Yeah. Well, you get to see like the other 15 heroes that like, you know, make up the hero class, or like 20, 15, 20, something like that. So
I just want to see 1A shit on 1B.
You think they're going to shit on 1B? I always had the impression that as much as we followed 1A, at least from what we've seen so much of 1B, I feel like they're like right on the heels of 1A, or even maybe a little bit better in some ways.
I can't wait for you guys to see some of the powers these kids have, man. Whew.
Are we? I need that wholesome content. I want to cry every episode and just feel good, you know, that I don't like the face you're giving me, dude.
It depends how long this season is. If it's like a 24 episode season, then
because last season, man, dude, I bawled my eyes out. You bawled your eyes out.
Hell yeah. I mean, Toga is just like for like his introduction into this like season, and then like his like exit out of it, pretty much like his character arc only lasted like a little bit of the end of the 3rd season into the 4th season, and like half of the 4th season, kind of. So it felt so short, but he connected to so many people in so many different ways, especially Matt. Like, that became like Matt's favorite character from that show.
Until he lost his powers, Bakugo reclaimed the place.
Him, dude.
You fucking dropped it when he lost his powers, you asshole.
It's actually been a pretty busy week for new promo videos. Dr. Stone also got their new promo video for season 2 is coming out at the same time, spring 2021. And I know that's definitely on our radar too for when the spring season comes around.
Again, another one I read ahead, and I'm so excited for you guys to see this. I still think that this is probably still the best arc that Dr. Stone has come up with.
The coming one?
This coming one, yeah. I think we're like in the manga like a arc and a half ahead, maybe even almost 2 arcs now.
Mm-hmm.
But this arc is still by far my favorite arc. Like the battle with the Tsukasa, and then like the aftermath of it, because I'm thinking it'll probably be around that much. I don't know how many episodes it's gonna get. I'm assuming the 12. But like, man, like winter season, like starting January, dude, man, there is all the big boys are coming back, and like I'm excited. I'm excited for the voting process that we're gonna have to go through.
Oh yeah,
in December to choose only 10 to watch and rank.
Yeah, that's gonna be brutal.
Cause it's heavy. It's like almost like usually like seasons come out like 30, 40 animes, and like it's easy to kind of choose like 10, 12 to watch, but like almost like 20 shows that have like confirmed that are coming out in winter. It's like they're the big boys. So
you're making me have really big expectations.
Yeah.
You better not drive me off a cliff.
Yeah. Yeah.
I just want to see Senku get like nuclear radiation and nuke the shit out of the caveman.
Oh shit! What's with you started like wars?
Dude, it's like
world wars.
I want him to beat the shit out of that. I want Group A to beat the shit out of the Group B. I want Senku to get nukes and beat the shit out of the other bad guys.
Well,
And then
sometimes
no
you just
matter
want
what-
to see like one-sided slaughter. Is that so much to ask for? Is that is
Yeah.
that not what heroes do?
Yeah, and no matter what, Uncle Roger comes to town and beats everyone up.
I'm happy to see Taiju come back. Like, I thought he left way too soon. He was one of my favorite characters, aside from, of course, Senku himself. Like, I really like that guy. All right, so last bit of news for the day: Universal Studios Japan, the Super Nintendo World is finally going to be open. It's going to be opening in spring after its delay due to COVID. The theme park was originally set to open in July this year to coincide with the Olympics, but it was pushed back. You guys excited for that?
COVID
Oh,
or not,
absolutely.
I'm gonna die.
What?
What?
No, I'm not gonna go to Japan.
Oh, because you're afraid of COVID still?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
I know.
I mean, it's
I-
coming to the US as well.
it is.
Yeah.
Oh damn!
Is it?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Of course it is. Yeah, it's not going to be just right. Like, this is like Universal Studios like big way of like trying to stay relevant in the theme park world, I guess. So Japan is first, obviously, because this is Nintendo. But I believe Orlando is getting their section too. So and there's going to be a Pokemon section in their Orlando one. I think that one might be coming first.
Oh, Nintendo is part of Pokemon. I forgot.
Yeah, Game Freak gets owned by Nintendo.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's pretty
I
big.
think
thought
that-
Nintendo was owned by Game Freak.
Yeah. I mean, with how big Game Freak is, yeah. But the cool thing is, like, the power up bands that they're like putting out. I think that's pretty cool. Like, you can like use it to interact with
Yeah,
like,
the interactivity.
the theme park. Yeah, because when I went to Orlando and then like I went to like Harry Potter Land, like you can either buy like just regular wands, or you can buy wands that have like this like light LED light at the end, and then you can use it to interact with like the land around you. So like if you do like certain like wand moves, then like things pop up or like stuff move and stuff like that. And like I'm assuming like Nintendo Land is going to be like exactly the same thing. Or like when you do certain moves, like you do
It
like a
better
Mario
be.
jump, you know, you hear the like the like you hear like a coin like above
Yeah.
you just like go off or something like that. So I want to step on midgets that are dressed up as Goombas.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to our media roundup of the week. So this is the segment where we check out the anime. It's not our fall seasonal anime. It's for all other anime that we've watched together outside of that. The only anime that we really watched was Fire Force this past week. So what do you guys think of the newest Fire Force episode? I know it was a good one, right, guys? It was a really good one. After the high of the last episode, how could they top it?
With Poot Poot Blast.
Oh my god, I
Blast.
forgot about that. Oh my goodness, this episode was just, I don't know about you guys, but like to like hype up like Uncle Roger so much, Uncle Reaper so much, and then immediately just go back to their old ways of just exposition. It was a tough one with Maki Vulcan and the puppeteer girl. I feel like half that fight was the puppeteer talking to them. I'm like, is this really a life or death fight? I had a hard time like grasping that.
I don't know if you guys like noticed, but like Fire Force has like a thing where like they love to do like set up battle with like all like everyone's like lore or backstory or like their reason to fight, and then they go into battle. It's always like they always have to do like part A to allow part B to happen. So I'm not surprised. Like I think it's the third time this season already that they like spent all this
I
time
noticed
talking in one episode.
This season's been so heavy on that. I don't think I was like that bothered by it in the first season.
It's because it never had to in the first season. Season 1, they talked about like very like minuscule of like lore. Like it was just literally like, oh, we knew there was bad people, and then we had to like, they were still gathering the team too per se.
Yeah.
But like now it's like, okay, now we got the team. Let's talk about the lore and like the reason why we have bad guys to begin with, and it's like so heavy. That's why I'm not surprised. Like one episode is gonna be like, oh, let's talk about this for 24 minutes, and the next episode is just gonna be like nonstop fighting. So very up and down roller coaster.
Oh, and one more thing, I really hope that Oh My Stars guy, Rekka, I hope that he goes away and just stays dead. I'm so tired of him popping up. Like,
I didn't realize he was this annoying. Like in the manga, it didn't really seem that big of a deal when he like popped up. I think he's actually popping up more in the anime than he is in the.
I think his voice actor really sells like how annoying this guy is. He's like just shouting every single time.
Yeah, they probably told him to stop shouting, and he's like, "No, this is how my character does it, and this is how it shall happen."
I mean, I'm not bashing the voice actor. I think that he did an amazing job playing an annoying character. Like he nailed how annoying this guy is. Okay, so move on to this week's anime ranking board. So we now finally have our full list of 10 animes that we're watching for the fall season. I'll go over. Let's start from the lowest ranked, and then make our way up to the top rank for this week. All right, guys. Number 10.
Whoop 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 whoop.
Sport Climbing Girls. Number 10 again. Well, it was 7th place, but that was more of a mercy because the other 3 didn't air yet. So now it has taken its official spot at the bottom of the list. Thoughts on this past episode? We got introduced to the new Climb-nya girl.
Oh god.
And also the top climber in Japan, the Spider Girl.
Second top climber in Japan.
Is the first one the redhead girl?
No, the first one is the blonde.
The blondie,
the blonde
the
girl
captain.
on the captain.
The captain is number 1.
Yeah.
She is number 1 overall. Yeah, that's why like our main girl is like, oh, I'm so nervous. I'm next to like the best person in the entire like Japan, and then it's like nothing to be nervous about. And it's like, oh, okay, just move on. So yeah, I hope you know. I just want I want the listeners to know. We scored these kind of like 1 to 10 points. And Climbing Girls kind of so the max points you can get would be obviously like a 40. Climbing Girls got a sweet 4 points from the 4 of us. We gave it 10th place across the board. Like everything else has been like we all kind of scored differently on the rest of them, but this is the one anime that we were just like 10th place. Yeah.
I mean, it's hard not to. The difference between number 10 and number 9 is just drastic. Not just the content of the episode was meh, but I think the real downer for Sport Climbing Girl so far is the animation for me. It's hard to really cut it a break when the animation is between the rest of the list is much. It's like a lower tier, at least for me.
For me, it's personalities of the girls. There's nothing I like about them. Usually I'm like pretty easy to please when it comes to like cute girls doing anything. But I'm not pleased by any of them. So like for me, that has the bar set really low on like you
It's
being a
not cute enough
anime
for you.
girl.
Yeah.
It's not good enough.
It
which
can't
is
even
really
reach the lowest
sad.
bar.
Yeah.
If it were a hentai, maybe it would rank higher for me.
Oh yeah. Or you think like except for rocks, it'll be like dicks poking out, and they climb up dicks.
I mean, the plot so far is about as thin as what you'd expect from like a hentai. So
Sure.
yeah,
You know what's sad is that I mean like yes, we voted this in, and I've been reading around some of the other like animes that we didn't vote in, and I think we might have messed this one up because there's one called Akuduma Drive, and apparently it's like a Danganronpa / Akame ga Kill mixture. And I think the one that wrote the story of Akuduma Drive is also the one that wrote Akame ga Kill, or something like that. So we could have gotten like a really like good psychological like dark fighting one.
All
Probably.
in favor to drop Iwa Kakeru sports climbing girls, say aye.
Nay. Nay.
Even outvoted.
I've been bamboozled again.
This is a democracy.
Matt?
I said aye.
No, you didn't, did you?
Yes, it did.
Yeah. Wait, dude, this is a very scary anime. Can you handle it?
Oh, I didn't
Yeah,
say
Danganronpa's
about, I didn't
not
say about
scary.
replacing them. I just
I'm looking at this
said
thing
to
and
drop it.
People could get mutilated in this anime.
No,
we
I
already
I'm
have
not-
an anime where people are getting mutilated.
Yeah.
I'm not saying about replacing it with that. I'm just saying about
Me.
dropping sports climbing.
No, we need to have 10.
No, we
can't.
drop it and then
No, we
add
drop it
that
and we
stuff.
put in the Danganronpa one. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
we-
it has its own identity. I shouldn't say that.
Dude, Lance, while you're doing like the pictures and stuff, just slip it. Just in the Google.
Slip it. I'm the one doing the
Just
ranking board.
the
You
script,
fuck.
anytime Iwa Kakeru is mentioned, just change it to.
I'm gonna take
Dude,
your
whatever.
ranking and I'm gonna mess with the
Oh,
final product.
fine.
Hold on.
Have it your way. We'll put Akuduma Drive in.
Hold on. I feel like we should watch Climbing
You guys
Girls
wanna,
'cause
like-
we started it.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I'm okay with sports climbing girls.
Okay, as in we'll continue watching.
Okay.
As a- as a-
Okay,
as a
then you're okay
finishing
with it, or okay within like an abuse victim is okay with being abused.
Remember.
It's just
your
I remember
words,
watching
Matt.
the Akame ga Kill, the first and the last episode, and that kind of it gave me like really bad negative thoughts.
Yeah. So Sport Climbing Girls then. Or if you guys really want to drop Sport Climbing Girls, we can always vote in with the remaining animes that we have on the list. We can just go to the next one that we voted for. And then if we accept it, we accept it. Do you guys want to do that?
We'll give it another week.
Yeah, I mean, my only issue is I don't even remember voting for Akuduma.
I don't even
You
remember
guys
seeing it.
voted very low on it.
What?
That's why. Yeah.
I don't recognize this thing at all.
It didn't
that's
even
why.
make it. It didn't even make it to like. Well, I think we had like a 4-way tie for like from like 9th and 10th place. So then we had to like re-vote for 2 of them. And yeah, Akuduma Drive wasn't even in that like the second round of votings to fill out the last 2 spots. So, but we'll give it another week for Kaisen, and then if he still doesn't like Climbing Girls, we'll change it for him.
I said we watched this anyways, so we're just watching because this looks like lit as hell.
It's like heart gab. Oh, Akuduma Drive.
Yeah, Akuduma.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on. We actually have a tie for 8th and 9th place. So first on the list would be new anime, Our Last Crusade, or The Rise of a New World. First episode. This is the Romeo and Juliet one that we were talking about. What do you guys think of that?
Silence. I'm telling you guys, we need crickets. We need the cricket sound effects, guys.
I thought Kai would like it because it's like sort of a line.
Yeah,
It's
wasn't it?
exactly like
It was-
Sword Art
It was
Online.
totally just store brand Sword Art Online. It was here's the black haired black
Dual wielding.
master swordsman. Yeah, who dual wields.
Yeah, I was on
And-
Reddit today, and someone put like side by side screenshots of Sword Art Online and the first episode of Last Crusade, and it's almost shot for shot.
Yeah, and then the girl,
Kirito and Asuna.
what's her name? Alicia's
Alice.
Alice. She is literally Setsuna, but with bigger boobs, like white clad.
She has like red like trimmings on her clothes, just like Asuna. And you know, they didn't really have like a favorable meeting at the beginning, just like Kirito and Asuna.
She has like the light fair hair that's definitely, clashes against the male protagonist's black visage.
Yeah.
It's straight up sword art.
It's so close. But people rave about this couple as like very wholesome. I don't know. We'll have to see. I mean, like Kirito and Asuna are wholesome, so I mean, like, I guess it's a good comparison if anything.
I actually
I'm
did like Kirito and Asuna in the end.
At the end, at the beginning, they were hot trash. Okay, let's hear it. Because every episode we gotta talk about Sword Art Online.
I know. Thank you for including me in this conversation.
This is the Weeb Sword Art Online Power Hour.
Yep. I was like, who's this couple coming in? Who are these two couples trying to replace the anime's best husbando waifu? Okay, maybe that's a little too far, but
Best couple, they have a shot, but don't ever say Kirito's best husbando material.
Okay, no, yeah, best couple of 2010's anime.
Wow,
now hold on,
stack
I
up
don't
in the
think I can
20s.
even agree with that.
Oh, that might be a good episode topic right there.
But for
Fucking
me, it is,
best
and
couples.
I'm like, I'm watching this the Last Crusade anime from afar, with my skepticals.
Your skepticals.
My
Yeah, that's a
skepticals.
Your skeptic spectacles.
Yeah.
No, they're called skepticals.
Oh, so they're nuts.
Oh man, I can't wait to make that graphic for this for the YouTube video for that.
Yeah, just make a skeptic pair of
Testicles.
testicles.
You guys are making my work too tough.
I believe in
I
you.
may be good, but I ain't a fucking magician, dude. I can't just make that shit up happen.
Okay, but even removing the blatant copyright infringements, how'd you guys feel of the episode on its own? Because I mean, it started
I think
off.
the battles are going to be good.
I
I think the battles will be fantastic. Because
what made you think the battles would be good?
they're giving me like a little like magical index railgun kind of vibe where it's just like
yeah, definitely
magic
had that
versus
setting.
science.
Yeah,
And I'm hoping they like know how to be able to counteract each other very well, kind of like how railgun does it. And if they do it, at least that's a saving grace. But other than that, I mean, like, it was a very boring first episode.
yeah. The characters introduced were at least the supporting cast for the main guy. Pretty bare bones for the two supporting girls and the male friend. The action, I wasn't too impressed with it. It looked more like just a means. The way they would use their magic was just a means to establish that this is a world where they use magic. The very bare minimum, they lit up a big fireball, and the fireball went forward. Nothing more than that. So this show has a lot to prove to me for if it actually comes through on the fantasy action part of the anime. It's right now, I'm pretty convinced it's going to lean more towards and rely on romance. Okay, so tied for 8th place would be Dragon Quest. This episode was featuring the princess was introduced this episode coming to the island. We also found a little bit of political intrigue in this world where her advisors were trying to poison and kill her.
Yeah, because they want that throne, man. I mean, pretty classic, I guess.
Pretty,
in terms of like
standard.
That kind of fantasy settings, yeah. I don't know. I liked it. I mean, like it felt exactly how it should be in a Dragon Quest game. Like it felt like I was like playing the game.
Yeah, the one thing to note for me was the CGI fight. As far as like use of CGI, I thought this was a pretty good one. They pulled off a really good. It almost looked, like you said, like straight out of like a modern Dragon Quest video game.
I mean, that battle alone, like I don't know if you guys noticed it, but like it literally looked like a video game engine fight.
Yeah,
like a cutscene fight. Like it didn't even look CGI anymore. It just looked like I was watching like an in-game engine of Dragon Quest and and
they pulled it into the episode.
Yeah. I was so thrown off by it. I liked it because you could see like the animations in the battle and like the movements. It then felt stagnant, but it was like a weird choice.
Yeah, I'd like for us to one day get to the point where CGI is implemented into the anime and we don't all say to each other, "Oh wow, look, CGI." I want to see like a seamless transition between like the 2D and then shift into 3D and not for it to be so jarring. It was definitely jarring. As good as it looked, and I can say there are animes that do it really bad. Berserk. This one did it really well, but even still, if the viewer has to step back and think, "Oh wow, CGI, looks really weird compared to what else we've seen," then I feel like that kind of spoils the experience of the anime. All right, so next on the list we have number 7. This is Yasuhime, Princess Half Demon, the Inuyasha sequel. This is the episode I wanted for episode 1. And it was a good episode. They established Moroha, Toa, and Setsuna, the 3 main girls, which they didn't do in the first episode for their anime. That's about them. And I was very happy with this episode. It had a good fight. It had a good exposition establishing of the time and place that the anime is going to be taking. And I like seeing the old faces aged up. So, as far as like an outsider who's never watched Inuyasha, though, I am curious to know how you guys feel about, for those of you who haven't watched Inuyasha, if you never watched Inuyasha, you just watched this, how would you feel about this anime? As like a first time observer.
What is going on in this anime? Dude, that's my response to that.
Same.
Like I know Inuyasha, my Inuyasha career is knowing that they have those shards, something about those shards, and they were collecting it, and then all the demons tried to get these shards, right? That was like the jewel.
The first, the Shikan jewel.
Yeah, the jewel, and it was like pieces or something, right?
Of the original series, everyone wanted ultimate power by getting the jewel, but spoilers: the jewel is destroyed at the end of the first one. So now the world is, as we know, it is based.
I don't care.
The world is basically the feudal Japan is now a world without this like amazing power that everyone wants to get their hands on. So there's almost like so
there's peace.
Yeah, there's basically peace. As much as the peace you can have when there's just yokais and like demons running around the place eating people, but like a general peace. What they introduced this episode was, it looks like the 2 sisters Toa and Setsuna, and I'm not sure if Moroha did have one. They each have a different colored jewel. A sort of like pearl that they have not explained what it does or why they have them yet, but that's looking like the new
shards or whatever.
Basically the new jewel that everyone wants to get their hands on. So, as far as retreading old grounds, things just carry on with yet another piece of jewelry that everyone wants to.
Yeah, things seem
Get for
different,
themselves.
but it's still
The more things
same.
change,
Yeah,
the more
yeah.
they stay the same.
I mean, I haven't watched like a single lick of Inuyasha, but I mean, it feels very like early 2000s. Like as much as like the animations is probably like a little bit better. It just feels old for its time. Like it doesn't feel like it's gone. Like, oh, if we're like comparing it back to like its old time, that's like it still feels the same. Like this could have came out in like I don't know when Inuyasha was done, like 2003, 4, somewhere, I don't know, somewhere on the ballpark, and this comes out like the year after it. I mean, like it will fit right in.
Yeah,
like,
I
it doesn't
confirm
feel
that.
like it's 2020. Yeah.
For an anime that just came out in 2020, like it's something that you would only really understand watching the first series. But as far as like the tone, the pacing, the way they develop exposition, even like the animation and the quality of animation, how characters move and interact, it's almost identical to the first series that came out in when was that, like early 2000s, right?
Yeah, something like that. Late 90s, early 2000s.
Yeah, it's basically been in a time capsule. So, good
for the nostalgic trip. But
yeah, good for nostalgia. But I feel like newer viewers would be a little turned off by that because animation it has evolved, and how they present new shows has changed with the times.
Even storytelling has been a lot better in the way you pace a season and you do the compositions for every episode to really like get your point across. Like at least like this episode was like somewhat interesting, and like obviously Sport Climbing Girl shit the bed, so like it didn't come in last place for me. But yeah, just I was hoping when I watched this one and you guys voted it in, I would be like, all right, I just couldn't care less about Inuyasha, but maybe this would change my opinion about it, and maybe I'll go back and watch it and see how much this anime has improved on it. But
so far,
so far it's
not
nothing.
I'm good with just this season.
It's a very so anime. That's the least I can say. It did not make me regret watching it like a certain other anime, but it also didn't blow me away. All right, so
mediocre.
That's a good way describe. So number 6 is Ikebukuro Westgate Park, and this is now the highest ranked of the new. This is actually the highest rank of the anime that has finally completed the top 10 list. So how do you guys feel about our introduction to Ikebukuro?
I mean, it's like a slow start. Maybe by episode 5, it's gonna pick up. Like I think it was kind of boring episode, the first episode, to be honest.
I like that fucking girl that just fucking panicked and just threw the drugs at that guy though.
Right, dude.
Yeah. I mean, that's like one way to.
What a way to make
conflict.
me hate you as a character. Yeah. I don't know. I had that talk. I had this talk with Matt the other day when we watched Ikebukuro, and it's like I kind of agree with him at first, but now I'm starting to think like this might be the pacing we'll have for the whole season. Like I also thought, hey, it's gonna be slow at the beginning, and then we're gonna run into that one crime that's gonna like engulf like a big war between the G boys and like whichever other like gang is trying to come in.
Right.
But there's no other gang in this like town, right? Like
You got the Gary's Mod Squad.
yeah. They have like complete control over this entire like city. So like it kind of feels like we're just gonna like just hey, let's introduce another problem and we'll solve that for like an episode or two, because Makoto is like fucking, he's amazing and he has like connections to like all these people in Ikebukuro because he's like he's like that kind of guy where like he can like befriend anyone in that city. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be like in the middle of the park for me for the rest of the season.
I personally liked it. Like, I wanted to put it higher, but the other anime was a little better. Is the reason why I put where I voted it on, and I like the pacing. I didn't think it was bad at all. I didn't feel at any part where it was just like boring, but for me, the animation quality is kind of like pretty like low budget. Like half the scenes, like a still frame with their lines, their mouth lines are just moving. And that's literally it. Like their chin isn't even moving and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, like it's not bad, but it's like
the middle list too. Yeah. It was very okay, but it definitely didn't blow me away. I know they had to take the first episode to establish, the culture of the G boys, the main character, what his skill sets are, but as far as like tension and what we see of the conflict so far, I don't think the real conflict has started yet, so the tension is pretty low. So overall, the episode was just very okay for me.
Yeah, just by the trailer, like I remember they mentioned the Hammer Boys. I guess they might be a rival to them. I don't know.
The Hammer Boys,
G-Unit. Sorry, I just had to throw in that rap reference.
And the Hammer Boys and the G Boys.
Oh, is that where like that guy was coming from? The like druggie that was driving away from him? Is he part of the Hammer Bros?
Bros.
I'm asking a serious question. Is he a fucking henchman to Bowser or like fucking the Mario Bros? Mario and Luigi Mario?
I don't know about that, but all I know is we got, basically Bloods and the Crips here, blue versus red. And I just hope that no one on the red side, they're just like, I feel like wearing blue today. So they walk out of their apartment and then their neighbor beat the shit out of him.
Let's hope that happens.
I hope that happens in this city. All right. So moving on to I made a mistake. So the highest ranked of the 3 episodes that were missing last week is actually Kami-sama Ninatahi, the day I became God. So it tied with Tonikaku Kawaii for 4th and 5th place. So we'll go over. Let's talk about the day I became God first, since that's the new one. It was really pretty. I don't know about you guys.
I mean, PA works.
I noticed was it looked exactly like Charlotte. Was Charlotte?
Yeah,
the same studio, because it totally reminded me of the same like animation style and quality. Like it's such a pretty anime.
Yep.
Yeah, it was cute.
I know you guys couldn't see me, but when the jokes are happening in that anime, I had the biggest grin eating shit.
It's shit eating. Wait, I don't even know.
Grin eating shit.
Yeah, it was a very funny anime. I thought it was like it's probably it's really hard for me to find anime like funny. But this one, I thought it was one of the funnier ones of the ones I've seen.
Man, no, we're cracking up at some point. So
yeah, the humor was really good.
Yeah, very pointed humor.
Yeah,
and it felt natural too. Like I can see it like actually happening in real life. Like,
yeah,
it just felt like that natural,
totally.
Authentic humor. Yeah.
And like, hey, like I said, my bar is like very low, and like how like cute a girl can be in an anime, and like the Odin Sato, like she fucking like killed it. Like the moment she came onto that screen, like she demands the attention of everyone watching, and I give it up to our voice actress Sakura Ayana. Like she killed it. Like I am like really impressed with how she voiced this character.
Yeah. The one thing the first thing I noticed about Odin Sato is she has such a strong personality. Like every time she speaks a line, every gesture she does, it's just oozing with her character. And then the main character, or the main boy, Narukami, in comparison, is such a good straight man to like counter just how expressive and loud she is. But in a good way, a good kind of loud. Yeah, so for our first episode, they established the powers of the divine omnipotent powers of Sato, and I'm looking
It established the
forward to it.
main relationship.
Yeah.
Like, now we're invested with this main relationship, and then now we're gonna see how they're gonna fuck us. Right? Like we all enjoyed that first episode and we thought how funny it was, but like I'm in no mind thinking that's gonna last throughout the whole season, like at all. Like I know at some point this thing is gonna, like, something's gonna happen in these 30 days that we have left to live, and it's gonna like rip our hearts out.
Yeah,
like,
no, I'm betting on how much episodes are in this season? 12?
I don't know if they confirmed it. I'm assuming 12. I can't imagine it like lasting so long. Not unless they have like a lot of characters to like introduce, but like we already saw one of them or two of them, and I think there's only like a couple more after that. So, yeah, they haven't announced it yet.
But I'm expecting like the halfway point just to press the shit button to hit the fan. Like,
I agree.
All right, so tying for fourth place is Tonikaku Kawaii, and this is I think this is going to be like the Steady Eddie show of the season.
Steady Eddie.
Like it's just pretty between the first and second episodes. It has been pretty consistent in just making me smile and think this is a super wholesome show.
It's wholesome.
Yeah,
but it's the opening music, dude. Opening is so good.
That opening is so
out
good.
Of all the anime openings we have, I'm gonna say it right here. I think Tonikaku Kawaii has the best one.
Whoa!
Better than Jujutsu.
Whoa! I can't believe you said that, dude. Uno no Nana has the best opening and ending.
No,
hold on, man. Climbing girls, though. Come on.
All right, how do I
cricket sounds? The cricket sounds. I'm telling you.
Fine, I'll add the cricket sounds in the edit. I gotta find cricket sounds. God damn it, more work for me. But back to the point. I read the manga and like oh, she's like already cute. Like you get like I already get that gist, but just seeing her like voiced and like everything that happens in the animations now, because like obviously they have to fill in between like sections of the manga that doesn't like need to be drawn, obviously, but just like her cute mannerisms and the way she like presents herself, I'm just like, oh, Kawaii. Like she's like almost perfect.
Tonikaku Kawaii.
Yeah,
but I like how authentic they make. The main girl, Tsukasa, yeah. The way she speaks and her mannerisms, they feel like authentic, and I think that's the good props to the writer for their dialogue.
Yeah, you guys are gonna see more characters now, and then like the hijinks like explode tenfold because of them. So I'm excited for episode
I need to know. It's still weird to me, like why? What was that gap? Like,
that's
why?
The mystery, man.
The 3 years, dude. He literally like.
I mean, he's pretty chill about it.
Edge.
All things considered, he's pretty chill about that huge gap in time. But Yeah,
No
don't
Nut
forget
November.
that this is super weird that she just disappeared and came back.
Yeah, and like he like threw his life away, dude. Almost. He didn't go to high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like studied very hard, and he like I think he was like top scores, or like he was getting into
Yeah.
into like a very top school, and he like decided to throw away his future to live in a very small apartment working at a convenience store, hoping he gets a chance to see her again.
Yeah,
I mean,
because he
yeah.
didn't
True
want to
love.
bother his
True
parents
love.
and all that kind of stuff. Like, he's like a
True love.
really nice kid, but like, damn, dude.
Uh,
When you find a girl like that, dude, you throw away your life too.
yeah,
And
I
then
know you
realize
talked
that was a
about-
mistake. And then you end up back at your parents' house a couple of years later doing a podcast with 3 other guys.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
That's yikes for me, dog.
It hurts.
My heart hurts.
I need a girl to jump in front of a bus for me.
Shouldn't it be? I wish I could jump in front of a bus for a girl.
God, no. Girls gotta do the work now. I've been doing too much work for too many years.
That's right. We believe in true equality of of insane like romantic gestures.
Thank you, Kazuma.
All right, we are getting into the nitty gritty here, folks. Number 3. That is Journey of Elaina, Maho no Tabitabi. Thoughts on this one? Ranked really high for all of us.
It's like an anime that like it's. I put it up there because it's a good anime, and I don't really need to invest myself into it. I feel like
No, I don't think so. It's not.
I can just watch it, kind of feel good about it. It's kind of pretty. It's kind of nice. Oh, it's pretty good.
Yeah,
you know?
I get like the same feeling. It's a different genre, but it's like the same feeling I get when I watch Nichijou. Like it just puts a smile on my face, and I enjoy it. I don't have to think hard about it or really feel like I have to watch every single episode and analyze every line of dialogue. I just watch it, and it's a good time. Like this, Maho no Tabitabi was again second episode. It was a really good time.
Yeah, it's a feel-good anime. Don't need to put much effort into it, and you just
Super
easily
cute.
digestible.
Humor was on point.
Yeah.
I mean, to me, it's just it's like an upgraded version of like Tonikaku. Even though like I love Tonikaku, and I it's like one of my favorite mangas. Like it just the wholesome feel
Yeah.
to it. It's just like a step above.
Yeah, the same vein
yeah.
of just like a really wholesome anime.
I feel like it's because Elaina is like, I think the fact of her traveling and like meeting new people, for like most people that don't even get to like travel or like experience the world outside of like their bubble, like that, I feel like everyone has like that kind of that urge, you know, the urge to like travel and, you know, see new places
I
and
think
meet
so
new
too.
people.
Yeah.
Like Kino's Journey was like really good with that, and I think like this one is also going to elicit that feelings. That's why I feel so wholesome, because it elicits like a human passion to see the world outside the bubble that you live in. So
I always felt like while they have like a similar premise of the main character going on a journey to like bizarre and exotic places, I feel like I now see that they're hitting 2 different feelings for the audience. Like Kino's Journey was a lot more about like the tone was more about like almost like getting weirded out by the places that Kino would go, because the culture there is just so like the Twilight Zone sort of cultures that you almost couldn't believe actually exist in this world. But Maho no Tabitabi, it's much more about at least for the second episode. Maybe it will also go in like the kind of mindfucky direction where you start like getting kind of weirded out by the places Elaina goes to. But so far, it just seems like Elena's going to different places and like kind of touching the hearts of different people she encounters. I'm not against Seti. I think both have their charm, and I really am liking this anime so far.
I hope she touches the Stardust Witch again.
I kind of the unpopular opinion here because Tonikaku and I think the Elaina one, the witch one, ranked like bottom 5 to 10 from my list. Mostly because if it doesn't make me laugh or it doesn't make me like excited or like thrilling action and stuff like that, or if it doesn't like make me cry or like feel like some type of emotion, then it's
strong emotions.
Yeah, strong emotions, and it's hard for it to be in my top tier anime.
You telling me you didn't feel any like adrenaline seeing like Elaina get like primary lotused into the roof of that house? Like that was wild.
Yeah, that was a pretty good scene. Yeah.
I don't know. I think for Majiro it's too early right now. I think it's gonna be the same thing with Kami-sama. Is like we're slowly going up that roller coaster, and then at some point in the season, without us even like realizing it, it's gonna drop, and I think it's gonna hit us pretty hard. I think those two are gonna be the ones that we're gonna like cry the most this season.
Yeah, I think so too. All right, number 2, Jujutsu Kaisen. This is a good episode. I really like this one. What was what did everyone else rank for Jujutsu on their list? Was it all
ranked at
second, third.
Yeah. So
2 seconds and 2/3.
Well, we'll get to number 1. But Jujutsu was pretty good too this episode.
They're establishing more characters.
The cast more.
I'm really liking Kakashi Sensei.
What's his name? Was it Kojo?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, the man with the blindfold. Basically, more overtly freaky. He's just a freak, dude. This guy.
Yeah.
He just Kakashi, but he doesn't cover his mouth. He covers his eyes, and he's just openly a freak.
Exactly. He's the over the head mask. So, but he's probably still reading them dirty magazines.
Yeah. It was a very good episode. Good action, and I'm also liking the humor of this show a lot too.
Oh yeah, it was really good. So, and we established the plot. Like obviously, like we already know, like he's gonna like save the world or whatever. But like now we have like a tangible goal of like him eating the 20 fingers and stuff like that of the demon, which is like
4 arms.
Yeah, which is like, oh yeah, that's like in retrospect, man, that's a fucking weird goal. But like, I think that's pretty cool that he's the only one that can absorb these fingers and stop this demon from manifesting.
Maybe he was the first to eat it. I don't know.
What?
Maybe he was the first human to eat it. I don't know.
Oh, well, yeah, has to be right because they never seen it before. Yeah. But he probably has some kind of like weird, like innate ability, some Jujutsu Kaisen ability inside of him,
some kind of sorcery fight in him.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. Super strength.
I don't know. It was so gross when he swallows a finger, because the finger itself is pretty long. Like it's a long index finger, right?
It has a pointy ass nail. Like that cannot be good to just swallow whole.
He just swallows it whole, and I'm like, oh, that's gross. That's gross. And he's like, no big deal, bro. And then he got some face coming out of his face.
Dude, are you okay?
I mean, we get to see that. I think to be that kind of foreshadows like the kind of things we get to see with like these demons and the spirits and stuff like that. I think we're gonna see more grotesque.
Oh yeah, I'm already expecting
that they're fighting, and I'm like kind of down for it. As much as like I kind of hate that shit. Like I kind of want to see what crazy shit they're gonna come up with. I can't wait to see the new Sakura for this show. I hope she's better than Sakura.
That's like super insulting for you to call a character that you don't even know anything about Sakura. That's like that's like the worst insult you can give to a stranger.
She's like I mean, like I feel bad, but like she's the token like one girl in the group of three, right? Like they've already established the main guy, then established his rival or like the secondary main guy, and then like she obviously rounds out like the 3-man squad.
Man, it is 2020. It's time for you to leave those like stereotypes in the past. I am gonna put a new prediction on the board. It's a new Sakura girl. I don't know her name yet, so let's just call her New Sakura. For now, she's gonna be the BAMF of this anime. Badass motherfucker.
I can't see it. I
can't see it
I think
either.
the panda would be badass.
Oh yeah.
I'm interested in what the panda, what the panda does. But I mean, like from the previews, she's looking competent.
I think she'll be badass.
Like a funny character too. Like I'm getting that feeling she's gonna be like the jokey character.
But I don't know. Are we saying like compared to the rest of them? I think she's gonna get like overshadowed. But all right, I'll put that on the board.
Yeah, well, the bases are loaded for like good characters so far. I don't think we've had really any weak links from what we've seen just from now. But I think she's gonna be another one among them. I really hope we do not keep getting Sakuras in 2020. Like, please. All right. Watch Mojo appreciates you guys tuning in to our top 10 list.
I knew he was gonna do this bit.
But only one can earn rank 1, and that is number 1. Talentless Nana. I think all of us put that for number 1.
I put it at number 3, I think.
Did I?
No, I did.
I did.
See, I got first place, second place, third place, second place.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, number 1. Muno no Nana. Anyone expected this level of mindfuckery?
Dude, okay, wait, I'm gonna just straight up say it. Dude, is every episode her killing someone? Like,
I think so.
This is anime Among Us, dude.
Dude,
like,
the
she's
trailer was like about the kid, the kid that doesn't have that much good talent, Ooh, I started a new school, my parents, yada yada. Boom, he's actually dead. Is he actually dead? He's in the ending.
Really dead?
He's in the opening. I straight up thought, hey, this episode there's a guy with the time traveling stuff. Oh, cool. They're gonna reverse that.
They're gonna bring him back.
They're gonna bring him back, and then those trio gonna like talk it out. Oh, okay, we're gonna find out that there's actual bad guys among us. Let's fight it out, like figure it out together, like the 3 trio. But no, she fucking kills the guy. Like holy shit! Like
and she's like not apologetic in the slightest. She's like, all right, next one. Who's next?
It's wild, dude.
I have a prediction for that one. So with all the killing and stuff like that, yeah, that's like really crazy and stuff like that. But the other guy was this Kyoya Onodera, the other transfer student.
Yeah.
I think he's actually like a third party. Like I think there's 3 people or like 3 organizations vying for this. So I actually think he might end up saving everyone at the end, because I rewatched episode 1, and maybe I'm just like jumping to conclusions, but like that first time when Nana got knocked over the cliff, and then like the other guy Nano saved her. I have a feeling like maybe time travel guy came back with Kyoya, or like some kind of like weird, like we'll see in episode 10 later on when like I think time travel is going to be a big thing. Like we're going to keep going back, and we're going to keep seeing new things happening. And I think it's because Kyoya is like getting an idea of like what's going on, because every time he looks at Nana and he has like this like, I'm sus about you right now. I don't trust you.
As he gropes her hair.
As he gropes her hair.
Gropes her hair.
So, and I'm thinking like maybe he's like a third party to where like he understands both sides, and he sees that both sides are getting used. Like not like like humanity or whatever, just the kids in general. I think he's understanding like these both sides of the kids are getting used for, you know, government like power and gain and stuff. Like obviously Nana's been trained as like a super soldier, and she's getting used. And then obviously like these kids that get, you know, gathered in the school, they're also getting trained to be super soldiers and they're getting used. So I think he's like here to infiltrate, take all these kids back with him, and have like a third rebellion party to stand up against these two like juggernauts of humanity. And
I did think it was interesting. There were like little subtle hints that he's interested in. I thought it was interesting that he was interested in the well-being of Nanao, where he was. Like, why care about Nanao? Why go through such length to like be investigating, questioning everyone to find out where he is? It's like he's like watching over the flock, but not in the way that Nana is, which is to kill the flock. And also, I like to look at the opening and try to like dissect it. They keep showing Nanao's watch is now broken in the opening because he's
spinning.
He's fucking dead. But like it was spinning backwards if you watch it. Yeah. So I really think that we're not done with. I was so
Time
convinced.
Travel Guy's not dead.
Yeah, I was so convinced Time Travel Guy would keep being an important person. So I'm really super sussing on time travel coming back and being a thing somehow.
Yeah, the way he described his time travel, that's why I had that prediction that Kyoya was gonna like find out and like somehow work with him, and that's why he like showed up at the ramen shop or whatever. Just the way he explained it, how he has to like keep going back, and then if someone sees him, he like immediately goes back. So I have a feeling like as the episodes go on, we're just gonna like slowly notice like someone is gonna get hit by something, or like someone's gonna look to the side, and like you would think like, oh, where are they looking at? Or like,
and they don't
like
really
maybe
talk
we
about
even notice.
Yeah,
exactly. But like right now in this timeline, he's saved already. Like Kyoya like somehow in the future figured it out, saved him, put him away somewhere, and now he's using him in the background to like interact with like the more Nana is gonna kill people, the more they're gonna like do this huge like I'm gonna set it up to where like I save everyone and then I flip it on Nana and then I save her too. Like now I'm thinking no one dies because of this time travel shit.
I have just like a general rule of thumb for these kind of like killing animes. If you don't see the dead body and it's not like in a million pieces and it's definitely them, the character isn't dead. And Nana was just based on her, according to Keikaku, was like he's definitely dead. But you know what? I'm not buying that until I see
See me too, dude.
Yeah, see that body.
But the way she tried to kill him was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool. Like I was thinking, how did she kill a guy who can basically time travel and save himself?
But she like used it against him to like fucking sink his ass.
I like that.
That's cool. Too bad this blue hair guy is gonna ruin it all for you. And like, I wonder if he's talentless too. Like, obviously he hasn't said anything. Yeah, Kyoya. Like, obviously, like,
right?
He didn't say anything. Obviously, we know Nana is talentless because she like admitted to it early on. But like what's Kyoya? What is he? This like touching people? Like, can he read minds?
Oh, maybe he can read. Maybe that might be something. Maybe he can read minds by touching their hair or something. He hasn't given any information. I want to establish too. So in this setting, she had like a big dialogue with her bosses or overseers, basically. But the setting is established that there actually are no monsters. The monsters are actually the kids with superpowers. Yeah. So when they refer to the enemy of humanity, the kids don't realize they're referring to them, right?
Yeah. I think I rewatched episode 1 and like when Nana was getting in Nano's face, after she got introduced to the school, they were talking about the enemies of humanity, and they were like, oh yeah, we never seen one before. And he had the book open about like enemies of humanity. He talked about like, oh yeah, we don't know what they look like. They could be monsters. They even told us they could be humans too. So I'm wondering if like now like when these kids are getting taught, they just keep getting slowly brainwashed into thinking like, oh, enemies of humanity can transform themselves into humans to get into our ranks and then confuse us and kill us.
Yeah, so these kids are totally just being fed like just lies,
false information. Yeah. So then it's like, oh, hey, the only way you can tell
monsters. But...
yeah, who you're gonna kill is what we tell you who you're gonna kill, because we know, because we're the adults.
And that's how they keep them under control.
Exactly. So, but yeah,
I'm liking it. I'm liking the story.
Big sus. Big like every time I'm thinking about it, it's like, oh man, this is just Among Us, dude. But we're following the killer, dude. We get to see everything she gets to kill and like how she kills him, and then everyone's like, "Oh, where'd he go? He died in an electrical room." It's like, nah, I was in the fucking, fucking landing bay or whatever. It's
man,
like,
Red, you were with Blue at the cliff. What happened there, man? Yeah. I don't know. I left to go do admin, and he's dead now.
I think your prediction though, Lance, of like icy hot boys dying in episode 3, I don't think it's gonna happen anymore.
I don't think so. I thought for sure they're being set to be killed, but it almost seems more like they're, I guess, like the two Stooges of the show.
They're the two Stooges.
Kind of just like them. Yeah, because what they did this episode was by talking to them, they're so stupid. They just spilled information. They were feeding Nana information, so I think she's gonna keep them alive to keep feeding her information that she needs to take out more dangerous people.
I don't know. I don't remember the number that the time travel guy had, because every time she kills someone, she looks at her phone and it shows her like
800,000, I think.
300,000?
800 million.
Oh, 800 million. Okay.
Yeah, he said the threat level of how much life he can take is 800 million people, I believe.
Never mind. I thought she was gonna like maybe. At first I thought maybe like she's like going down the list of terms of like who would potentially kill the most, but now it's just literally opportunity, because Nano is only a million plus.
I think it was and I think she is like considering at least like their threat level, because she didn't bother killing or even think about prioritizing Icy Boy, because she could tell that he's not a killer. She basically confirmed that his ice powers can freeze water, but from his gestures, it doesn't seem like he can kill humans with it. So that's why she's not threatened by him.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who would be next.
I think they're just going to keep introducing new characters like they did this past episode, and then introducing their threat level. Yeah. The victim of the day.
I think maybe she got like very small screen time, but I think maybe the teleport girl, she was like best friends with the healing girl, the one that like licks people to heal, the really like tiny white haired girl. She has like 2 like Garu delinquent friends next to her, and one of them teleports like in and out of the like school and stuff like that. I wonder like like she'll take her next, because like it's like these powers are very like, what is she gonna do about it if they find out she's the one been killing everyone? Like she can't handle that, right? She took out the guy that can nullify like anything, and then she took out the guy that can time travel and save anyone. So I think it's more like, oh, which one of these that I know I can't really stop.
Who's gonna be the most problem?
Teleporting would be next. So
yeah. All right, guys. I can just keep going on forever about these theories, but we are all out of time for today. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Weeb Power Hour. As always, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter to stay up to date when new episodes and announcements drop. And also check out our animated episodes coming out on YouTube every Friday. It's been a lot of fun. Any parting life advice for our viewers?
Potatoes are always watching.
Fair enough.
Carrots are orange.
I think Kai just called our audience potatoes.
I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said I think Kai just called our audience potatoes.
The potatoes are always watching. They're watching, dude.
All right. I'm sorry I even asked.
Holy shit.
All right. Until
Dude,
next
drugs
time.
is a powerful thing.
God. Until next time. Thanks for watching We Power Hour. Good night, you guys. Bye.
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 See ya.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. This is Lance's succubus voice. That thick succubus. Alright, bye.
All right. Stop.
This show would never end.
Like I need to get the last word.
Are we done?
I hope so. Okay, we're done. We're done.